Coming on to the classification of apnea itself, I briefly mentioned earlier about central and obstructive apnea when I was talking about the role of different mechanisms. So we have central apnea, which counts for 30 to 40%. So there is cessation of both the airflow and the respiratory effort in central apnea. In obstructive apnea, which leads to 10 to 20% of cases, we have cessation of airflow in the presence of continued respiratory effort. So basically, the drive is there, but the gas flow doesn't happen because the upper airway is closed, either due to secretions or because of the hypotonia of the pharyngeal muscles. And mixed apnea happens in the majority of cases. So whether you start with central apnea, after a brief period of hypoxia, the pharyngeal muscle tone drops and it leads to an obstructive apnea. And in obstructive case, because of the hypoxia, which happens from the lack of gas flow, the hypoxia stimulates the central depression of respiration, and then central component sets in as well. So either obstructive or central, if it is prolonged enough, it will lead to mixed apnea. So you'll have both elements of central and obstructive apnea. So this is central apnea. You can observe here that the thoracic breathing movements are not picked up and the flow is not picked up. After a certain length of time, you have the bradycardia and you have the desaturation. So the lower it goes, the longer it takes to pick up. And in terms of obstructive apnea, this baby is just recovering from an episode and then has one more episode. You can see that the thoracic movements are maintained, but you have the flow which is stopping, and then the bradycardia and the desaturation happen as well. So this is a typical example. And as I said, once it extends long enough, the baby stops breathing as well. So the nursing staff who is watching the baby may be able to differentiate what is happening here. So if the baby has a sudden bradycardic episode, which quickly comes back without desaturation, that is most probably related to the reflex laryngospasm, the associated vagal related bradycardia. So it's not an apnea by itself, but a sudden dip in the saturation happens when they are looking at the screen. It comes back up within a few milliseconds, or like it goes up to 80 and comes up to 110 within no time. The baby who is showing breathing movements but starts desaturating and then goes apneic is having an obstructive episode. And the baby who stops breathing, as you see the monitor, the saturation starts dropping. That's more a central apnea.